Hey there, this is Miss Caitlin from Vibo Kids Art Academy, and I'm here to share with you a quick drawing warm-up. Now, for the warm-ups in our classes, we will usually start off with learning either some art fundamentals, we might learn a little bit about art history, do a creative exercise to get our creative minds moving, or we might learn about a contest happening in our own community or in the world. Now, today I actually have a warm-up on President's Day, a holiday that's coming up very soon. President's Day happens on every third Monday in February, and this year it's actually on the 15th. So without further ado, let me go ahead and just show you what we're going to create today. I'm going to go ahead and switch to my desk. So for President's Day, we're going to learn how to draw a flag. Now, for flags, they wave in the wind, and you could look at a flag outside. Either maybe you have an American flag, or maybe you have another flag of some kind. You can see that when it's very windy, that the flag, it kind of like ruffles out into these different folds, and it looks really pretty when it waves in the wind. Now, for our picture today, I'm just going to show you how to draw this in a very simple fashion, but I encourage you to either have like a reference photo of a flag that's actually waving so that you can see all the intricate and very detailed little folds and interesting ways that it would actually wave in the wind. All right, so a little bit more info about President's Day. President's Day, you already know when it happens. It's February 15th, but what is it about? Now, President's Day celebrates officially the birthday of George Washington, the very first president. I actually do have a picture of him here to show you. Here's what he looks like, or at least a painting of him depicting what he looked like very, very long ago. But it also celebrates the birthday of the 16th president, Abraham Lincoln, and here's a picture of him. Now, even though officially it is George Washington's birthday, both of their birthdays just get kind of wrapped up into President's Day because their birthdays are actually really close to each other. So they kind of get just close together and we celebrate them all at once. But if that's the case, then we kind of all celebrate all of the presidents' birthdays on this day. Even though it's officially to celebrate George Washington's and Abraham Lincoln, this ends up being a celebration of every president's birthday, really. But everybody kind of views it a little bit differently. Now, back to our flag here. For your paper that you want to have, it doesn't matter really the paper, this is just a warm-up, so you could really use whatever paper you just have laying around, and you're going to need at least a pencil. Now, you're going to need an eraser too. You're going to see me draw with a Sharpie or sometimes a marker, just so that you can see my pencil lines, or just as you can see my line work as I go. All right, so for the flag, you do not need to draw a flagpole, but I am going to draw a flagpole today. I kind of want it a bit at an angle just to make it look a little more interesting, but you could draw yours just straight up and down. It's really going to be up to you. I'll draw mine pretty similar to what you saw on our little example image. Now, it's okay if your lines aren't perfect on your warm-up, because again, it is just a very simple exercise to get your mind moving and get your hand warmed up for drawing. Now for our flag, again, I do recommend you look at an actual photo of a flag. I do have a picture here for just reference. So you can see that in real life, a flag has lots of really interesting itty bitty little folds in it, but again, we're going to kind of simplify it just for our purposes today. So for our fold here, a really easy way to kind of think about it in this sense is it's kind of like a U shape on the top, kind of on the side. Now with flags, and especially with material that's waving in the wind, it's okay if these also don't turn out perfect because they don't look perfect in real life. But for our flag today, it is going to be kind of symmetrical, the folds. I do want to make sure I have enough room to put all those stripes. So I'll probably draw another curved line out. So you can see these lines are almost copying each other, just a little. From here, I know that my flag wants to curve back around because of the wind. It's pushing it so hard. So I'm going to go ahead and just close this off. Really what's happening is now the fabric is turning around. It's curving to the other side, which is happening over here. And then what I'll do from this line is I'll start curving back around, sort of like this. We've almost created like an S shape on the top. I'm going to go ahead and go right to this curve right on the edge. Now we do see part of the fabric over here because it's kind of curved around a bit. So what you're going to have to do is draw a line down, showing that the flag has indeed kind of curved around. Now, of course, we are gonna need the bottom of the flag that is also curved around. It's also gone a little bit farther away from us because this part has kind of been pushed back by the wind. So we don't wanna draw our curved line that mimics the one on top all the way like down to here. That wouldn't really make any sense. Instead, we wanna push it back a little bit. So we're gonna draw it higher on the paper. When things are farther away from us on our paper, they're going to appear higher. So we want to draw it maybe about there. And then you can just go ahead and close that off. And now you've got the base for a flag. Now I'm going to draw the American flag today, or at least as close as I can to it. But you can draw whatever kind of flag you want. It is for President's Day, so I do recommend you draw maybe, either the American flag or you can draw your state's flag. I think that would be really cool and interesting. All right, so for the American flag, the flag of the United States, we've got a field of stars over here and 13 stripes to represent the 13 original colonies. So let's go ahead and start. If you are going to draw the United States flag like me, I'm going to draw just an L shape right here, because it always goes on that left side. Now, I am not going to draw all 50 stars with you today. That would take a long time and also a very small space, but you can draw in all 50 stars. I will get us started on the stripes, however. Now for the stripes, again, we want 13 of them. I will usually start by drawing in my stripes on this kind of front part, the part that's closest to me. I also will just make sure that I have enough room. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I will have 7 by the time I reach the bottom of the square. If you're drawing the American flag like me, you're also going to want to have 7 stripes by the time you get to the bottom of the blue field. That's just going to make sure that you have all 13 there later. Once you get that done, you can go ahead and start drawing in the next few stripes. So then we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. My 13th stripe is a little big. That's okay. Let's count. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 stripes. Now you're also going to see the stripes kind of curve around on the top here because, again, that's the other side of the flag. We're going to be able to see that. So you're just going to curve your lines, kind of copying, again, that line from atop. And then you're going to draw all 13 of the stripes again over on this side. So again, just really look at your paper. If you have to erase and readjust, you can do that too. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. All right, got all the stripes done. From here, you can go ahead and add in your stars. Again, they're going to actually appear very small. I'm not going to draw all 50 stars like I said with you today just because this is a warm-up. This video is just meant to be very short, but I'll draw in a couple just so that you get the idea. Now each star on the flag for the United States represents a state. And it didn't always used to have 50 stars because there didn't used to be 50 states. So if you do some research on your own, you will find that there have been several sort of renditions of the American flag throughout the years as more states have been added. Okay, so again, add as many stars as you want. You could even add stars in like the background of your picture if you really want to go into your warm-up and add lots of detail. Add stars, add fireworks if you want. You could add balloons because it is a celebration of birthdays, so you could do that if you want. I'll just add in a couple of stars here and there. And then you can go ahead and color this at your leisure. This is just to get our hands warmed up, like I said, so if you want to color this in before working on something major like a main project, you can. So there we have our flag. Again, if you want to color it in, I did on our example today, you can go ahead and do so. So I hope you had a lot of fun creating this flag. If you want to make even more detailed or more complicated folds in the flag, I think that would be a really great drawing exercise as well. Try and see if you can draw from observation and kind of check out how all those really organic lines work with the different folds. That might be a drawing lesson for another time. All right, have a good rest of your day, everybody, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.